Well, everyone, this is Richard from Richard Legend Board Game Fanatic, and we're going to be playing Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Tainted Grail. Let's be precise. Tainted Grail, and we're going to do Chapter 2 today. Hopefully this won't take us long. I may have to do this in two parts depending on how long it's going to take us. But hopefully not too long, because the longer it is, the harder it's going to be. So let's get down to the table and let's get started here. Alright, so we're going to start this thing off. I set up my character already. I got everything set up. All the save stuff I set up. I set up the Chapter 2 setup, putting the number 2 cards into the counter decks, so we have those available. I have all my stuff I need, hopefully. I got my 3 items from last time. I have a menu rights power where I can activate the Menhirs. That's what Chapter 1 was for. And then I got a battered shield. It's if your sequence ends with a connected eel or 2 eels key. So that's practicality. Prevent 1 wound. Whenever you lose health due to an enemy attack, gain a red cube. If the counter has a rush trait, gain 3 cubes at the start of the combat. Ooh, that's pretty cool, man. Alright. Okay, so. Alright, so then we have to flip over our first card to see what happens. So, it says, place this card in the active quest pile. The island opens up before you and there's countless trails and possibilities. As you walk on, you realize it's been a long time since you wandered this far from home. What should you do now? Place 1 random event on the top of the event deck. Okay, so I'll take a random event, put it on top of the event deck here. Okay, it says quest. Complete one of the following. Investigate the fate of the first expedition, find its trail in the west, reach Camelot 190 in the east and obtain help from its ruler, or explore the island and find a different way to progress in the story. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I'm going to probably do 1 and 3. I'm going to investigate the fate of the first expedition, find its trail in the west, and then I may have to explore the island and find a different way to progress. Because I think we already have number 1 of the fate expedition we already got. So he says going west, so we're going to go west. Alright, so we're set there. Alright, so to start of the day, it says remove the expired Menhirs and discard locations that are out of Menhir range. Okay, so right now, this one is just going to take this out. So there's a way we could probably fix that Menhir this round so it doesn't disappear. We'll see. Otherwise, we have that one that's at 8 still, so we're good. Alright, so we reduce all time and Menhir dial. So this one's going to go down to 7. Alright. There we go. And reveal the next event card. Oh wow, that was quick. Alright. Good weather. The first travel today costs 1 less. Experience, Journeyman. How to make the most of the decent weather while it lasts. So it gives me 1 extra energy where I don't have to waste. That's great. Alright. Alright, so then we move the Guardians. Well, starting this turn in the setup, we had to put the Weird Bear onto the lowest card, and he's here. So now we have to figure out, roll a dice, to see if he moves. So we got a direction dice here, and he's moving west, so he's going to move 1 space to the west. He's over here. Cool. Alright. So that's his turn. Alright, pick active, item, and secret cards. Already got them. During the day, players perform one action each in any order. Well, I only have one guy, so let me think. We need to go to the west side. So it looks like I could go into Farshad, but I would have to draw a blue encounter card, and that's a diplomacy card, and I'm not that good in diplomacy right now. I do not want to go in the Weird Bear section if I don't have to. I'm thinking I'm going to move up to the Glen, so I'm going to move this way. And let's see. I got Rob the Dead, pay 1 rep or gain 1 terror to gain 1 wealth. So I'm paying. I want to do that. I really don't want to do it. So, but I could explore that place if I wanted to. So that's one move. That's my free move. Okay, but then also get 111. I can place that. The Menhir is there still. So 111. And that's the Underwall. So this goes right there. Oh, gather food. That's probably a good idea. How much food do I have? Yeah, it should get some more food just so I have it. Also a Menhir there. So let me see what I need to get for that Menhir. I'll go over here. So it gives me, that's 1 energy movement, right? That's 1 energy, so I'll move 1 down. Oh, wait a minute. I should be, yeah, we should be at full health. That's right. Sorry. One started. Yeah. Alright, so I move 1 down. Okay. And okay, and then I could use 2 health to gather food. Oh, a good idea. So I'll go 2. 1, 2. And get 2 food. And then I grab a green encounter. So let's see what we got. A frenzied boar. Oh, a rush. Great. So I gain 3 cubes for combat already. So that's going to help me a lot. So I got 3 combat right now. So its counter has a gain trait, gain 3 cubes the start of your combat. Where's that? I know this one has the yeah, rush. Choose character receives 2 wounds. So if the counter has a rush trait, okay. So I will. So basically, I get 2 wounds right away. Well, that's not good. 1, 2, 7. Okay. All right. So we're in combat. So I draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And check the enemy trade. I did that already. I got my 3 wounds plus my 3 things. So I just need 3 more squares to win. Looks like. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is perfect right here. Oh, I just need 3, huh? So I will do that. So I get 3 more squares. 1, 2, 3. Boom, he's dead. So I get 3 more food. 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm at 5, so I'm going to take 2 of these off. Okay, so I got 7 food. This should last me a while. Okay, so this guy goes on the bottom of the deck. Alright. And these go, and I just shuffle the cards. Alright. Now I have 1 left. And is it exploring 1? I think so. Let's see. Yeah, it's 1. Okay. So we can explore in the space. So it's 111 under wall. So we'll do that. Alright. So 111. I'm excited. Alright, 111. One page. Sticky. Help me out. Okay, here we go. Alright, so the wall looms over the sparse forest like a thundercloud. Whenever you go, its disturbing surface keeps drawing your eyes with its texture of twisted bone. There are many openings in it. Could some lead all the way to an other side in the fabled riches of Turathan? Fortunately, wild creatures don't seem to mind this imposing presence. Glades and groves are full of prey. Far in the distance, you can also see a group of travelers struggling to drag the bulky carts through wilderness. Explore the crevice of the wall, go to verse 1. Approach the travelers, go to verse 3. Sit down and admire the wall, go to verse 7, or leave. I think I'm going to approach the travelers. So, verse 3. You approach the group, a hardy bunch of mercenaries. One wagon, loaded heavily with wooden parts of something resembling a giant trebuchet, has broken an axle. Seeing you approach, they proudly ask you to fix it. Help the mercenaries, trade with the mercenaries, or leave. Requires 1. Now I got it. Oh, pay 3 energy though. Go to verse 9. I don't want to do that. Okay, I want 2. You know what? Let me go to verse 3. I'm going to try to trade because I don't have much energy right now. And I don't want to get exhausted because then I'll lose a wound. So, the group is happy to trade some of their loot in exchange for food. They show you their wares, golden teeth, some still bearing specks of dried blood, women's braids, still adorned with precious stones, children's toys, and various sacred objects. The previous owners certainly didn't give these willingly. You may trade 1 food for 1 wealth any number of times. Each party who has more than 1 empathy or 1 spirituality gains 1 terror per trade. I get a wealth. So I'll trade 1 wood. I'll just trade 1 food for 1 wealth. So that may be up 1 terror. Okay, and then expiration is. But also I want to write this down because for the men here, I need to pay 2 energy, 1 food, and 2 magic. It's not that bad. Alright, so let me get a pencil and we'll do this real quick. Okay, so I got Menhir information, so 2 energy, 1 food, and 2 magic. That's not bad at all. Okay, alright, we're going to the west. So, just to the west. So we're gonna go down one more. I really don't want to do diplomacy. But, oh, before that, we need to do the end of the day. I'm done. Okay, so rest. Consume 1 food. I'll take 1 food. So I restore 1 wound. I'm back to 8. Lose 1 terror. So I'm back to 0. And you already 0. There's 1 wound instead. Oh wow, that'd be cool. Restore your energy to full. So I'm at 6. Okay. Advance your character by spending experience. I don't have any experience, so modify your dex. So I'm going to modify. If you're in a location with a dream, and I am not, read the dream if you are going to say that up. So then start the next day. Alright, so remove the expired menhirs and discard locations that are out of menhir range. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to take this menhir, it's gone. Alright, and so this menhir will keep all these areas right here. So this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, and this is gone. Okay, so 1 5, 1 9, 1 4, 1 7. Make sure these. Alright, so. Alright, 1 9, in order, don't forget. Okay. Alright. Alright. Then reduce my time in here, so this is at 6. 2. And this one is 106, so I will need 2 wealth and 1 food, 1 wound, and 1 energy. I have to remember that. So it's getting close. So I can fill that in. Okay. Alright, so that's done. And then we do next event. So we take the next event card. And it says, many people of Connacht no longer believe their farmhold can survive. You meet them on the trail. You meet them on the trail as they run with their meager possessions. You do your best to convince them that even an inactive menhir offers some protection in its vicinity, allowing isolated pockets of civilization to survive. They do not listen and choose the dangers of the trail instead. Each player gains 1 free diplomacy deck advancement. Okay. So I will see what's my diplomacy. So I get to pick 3. 1, 2, 3, and alright, and I get to pick which one I want. And right now I got caution and I have spirituality. That's what I want. I don't have any empathy, so empathy is not going to help me with anything. So this and this will work. This one, no. And this one, no. I'm going to take Mock the Weak. So I'll put this here. And these two, and back into my deck. Then we'll shuffle them real quick. And we're supposed to shuffle them every time. Alright. Okay. Here. So then this gets shuffled. Okay, perfect. All right. So then we move to Guardians. X. X I think means he's gone. So let's go back on the bottom of the deck. Pretty sure we can see. Remember X. Pretty sure. Let me double check that just to be safe and I'm saying it right. Oh, here you go. Yeah. So it says move the garden from play and return this card to the bottom of the deck. Yep. Yep, that's it. So yeah, he's gone. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have to deal with it. Okay. So then, oh, I didn't finish this yet. Sorry, guys. Play 6, 1 -1 per player random events. So we get 5 random events. Okay, I'll put those in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get placed on top. And it says, then discard this card. Hint: do not let the wilderness surround you. Always check the nearby menus in advance and have a plan ready to activate them when necessary. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, good. All right. All right. So we got our cards. All right, and okay. So I'm gonna do. We move down for 1. So I move 1 energy and move down here. Okay, it says draw a blue encounter when you enter the location. So I will take the blue one, and I'll put this over to diplomacy. And it says nothing happens. Place the card at the bottom of the blue encounter deck. Oh, cool. Nothing happens. Awesome. All right. So it says 0 energy. Buy Druid charms. Pay 1 wealth, gain 1 magic. You need magic. I got 3 magic. I don't need any magic. I need to keep my wealth if I want. So I'm going to explore. So that gives me 1 more energy. And I'm going to go to 116. Let's see what we got there. Alright, 116. There we go. Farshire. Alright. If you have part 3 of the Lost Fallen status, Lost Fallen. No, we don't. Go to verse 13, okay? Occupying a strip of land between the impassable walls, a Tuathan and the sea, Farshire has always been an important trading hub and the most prosperous of farmholds. Believing that the All-Mother is responsible for all their blessings, Farshire inhabitants raise their town in the shadow of her sacred domain. As you approach the town, you notice armed patrols, double watches, and a long red war banner flapping over the long hall at the top of the town. You can visit the long hall, browse through the market, ascend the dolmen, collapse the dolmen, requires secret card 16, and part 3 of the War Avalon status. Yeah, I don't have any of that, so I can't do that. Deliver a diplomatic message requires chapter 4B and at least 1 part of diplomat status. And I don't have that. So I can basically do, ascend the dolmen, browse through the market, or visit the town hall. Let me go browse through the market first. Verse 3. So, the stroll around the stalls in the lower part of the farm hall, browsing through wares from all over the island, smiths, tailors, cobblers, apothecaries, even the famous toy maker Doberman, known for his intricate creations, set up his shop here. Unfortunately, the prices seem to have at least tripled since the last time we were here. With all uncertainty on the island, people hoard whatever they can and trade and smell easy money. Buy food, pay 3 wealth to gain 1 food. Then make another choice. Sell food, pay 2 food for it and gain 1 wealth. Then make another choice. Buy healing mixtures, pay 3 wealth to gain 4 wounds. Gain 4 wounds, then make another choice. Health. Sorry. By equipment, draw top 5 item cards. You can buy any number of them for 3 wealth each. Shuffle the rest back into the deck. Exploration ends. Or discard any number of item cards to gain 1 wealth for each of them. Then make another choice. There's nothing really I want here because I got food and I want to keep it, and it's so expensive. It's insane. So I'll go to verse 2. Lured by the shine of a coin in your hand, a hunched old hag clings to you and asks you to visit her little shop of curiosities. Then she tries to drag you into a dark alleyway. Ooh. I don't trust her. I need that 2 wealth. I'm going to brush her off. Exploration ends. Okay. So that's my 1 turn, my exploring. I think I'm going to use 1 more energy, and I'm going to do the town hall. So verse 1. If you don't have part 1 at Enemies of Avalon status, and you're playing chapters 2 or 3, go to verse 17. Okay, so let's see. Enemies. Don't have any Enemies of Avalon. I don't think I have any of those. No, I don't. Okay, go verse 17. Alright. Okay. You see a long hall at the top of the town, but the streets are so narrow and twisting that getting there is far from easy. You ask some locals to show you the way, but you are suspicious and hostile. Lady Kincaid seems to be popular, despite the bloodbath she is said to have caused in the north. Up until recently, the current ruler of Farshire stayed in the shadow of her husband as a dutiful wife with no taste for politics. Then Lord Kincaid was summoned to Camelot with their only son and asked to help the Round Table bring the rule of law to the castle of Borough. They were both killed during a revolt against the knights. A lesser woman would have broken, but Lady Kincaid vowed on her soul that she would never let anything of this sort happen to her family again. She became the most ruthless and pragmatic ruler Farshire has ever had. Ask her about the first expedition. If Lord Yvain was here, Lady Kincaid would know. Go to verse 5, and that's what I'm going to do. So verse 5. Alright, so verse 5. Okay. Lady Kincaid sits on the wooden throne at the far end of the long hall. Druid advisor on one side, her green bodyguard on the other. Her 3 adolescent daughters stand nearby and observe, preparing one day to take the place of their mother. You address the lady courteously and tell her Lord Vane of Connaught recently left his lands, and that you're searching for him. To your surprise, Lady Kincaid already knows this. No more than 2 weeks ago, this fool Yvain tried to pass the Valley of Guardians and entered Tuatha from the north. Lady Kincaid, he failed, losing one of his companions. On their way south, they walked right into our siege of Timberwall and took part in the fighting, until for some reason he betrayed my forces and sneaked into the city. Tell the people of Connaught they have lost their lord, but they mustn't despair. I have plans for your farmhold. If you don't have part 4 of the Fate Expedition status, each party gains 1 experience. Cool. And gain part 4 of the Fate Expedition status. Okay, so I got 4 and 1 now. Okay. Then make another choice in verse 17. Alright, so go back to 17. Alright, ask her if you can be of service. Only if you have part 1 or don't have part 2 of the War of Avalon. I don't have either one. I can't do that. Deliver the prisoner requires seat card 12, go to verse 8. Hand over the head requires secret card 16, go to verse 12. Or leave. So I'll leave. Okay. So I'm leaving. There's not much else I can do here, huh? I still got 1 move though. Oh, and I could put 118 down. So I forgot about putting 118 down. I should have done that already. Oh, let's see, 118. Okay. All right, let's go here. All right, there's another one. So we got another menu there. And that's on 118. You can check that out real quick too, because that's free. And I'll move here, so that's 1 move. So boom. Okay. And I have no more energy, so I can't really do anything yet. But I can go to 118 and check out the menu here real quick. Alright. Requires all characters, the menu runs card 2 and secret card 7. Secret card 7 I only have. Oh, the menu is completely shattered. Only an unimaginable power will wrestle it back to life. So for this one, for 118, I need secret card 7. I need to pay 2 energy, 2 food, and 1 wealth. So I need to find secret. No way I can put that one. So basically the best one to do would be that one, and maybe, I don't know, 101. I should have, I didn't mark 101, I didn't look that up because I should have put that down already. For that. See if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. So I would need the Stone Shaper's tools. That's 101 I need right here. I need the Stone Shaper's tools. I would need 2 energy, 2 wounds, 2 wealth, and 2 magic. That's a lot. Just for that one. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's the end of my turn. Alright, so then I rest. I'm gonna rest, so I'm gonna take one food, so I have 4 food left. Okay. Alright. And I restore 1 wound. And I lose 1 thing, but I don't have it. But I'm maxed out on my wounds, I'm fine. I'm fully healed. So then I bring this up all the way to 6. Alright. I can spend my experience, but 1 is not going to be enough. But there is a dream on this space, and that's on 118, so I can go to 118 and look at the dream. Okay, and it says, a dream of flying, made even more astonishing by the sea of the white signs stretching on the plains below you. Now that you see them all at the same time, something hatches in your mind. You see it now. The truth. The truth. Each player who has this dream gains 1 energy. And now I'm +1. So I got 7 now. So, wow. That's good. Alright. Cool. Alright, the dream. And then we go to the next day. So basically, it's going to go back to 5. Okay. Alright. Do the next event card. No. Beast on the Prowl. All players whose characters are out of the settlement roll a dice. The player with the lowest roll immediately draws a green encounter. Okay, it's going to be me anyway. All characters in the same location take part in this encounter. The trail is now more dangerous than ever. Okay, so I'm going to take a green encounter. Alright. Boom. Oh! It's a rabbit! Come on, man. Alright, so then I go to combat. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and I need 3 points to get him. So, let's see. Opportunist. Okay, so he's an opportunist. So, where's that? This one. It says if the player doesn't play at least 2 common cards in step 2, apply the opportunity attack. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play 2. Alright, so I'm gonna have to play 2. I need to play one I can do something with. This one. It doesn't matter, but let's see. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is this one. Okay, that's that. That's 1 card. And then this card, I'm going to do this one. It's perfect. And I get 3. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. So I gain 2 food. So I can take all these out. And I get 6. I have 6 total food now. I'll just take all these out. Alright. Okay, and this goes on the bottom. And then you get shuffled. Okay, so I got more food. That's awesome. Alright, so I did my event. Okay, we don't have any guardians, so we're all set. So now I can do my action. So what I'm going to do, The first thing I'm going to do 1 energy to help these refugees, so I'm going to pay 1 food, and I get 1 rep, so I'm at 2 reputation now. Okay, and then the next one I'm going to explore this section, so I'm going to go here, and this is 118. Okay, so Stampede. The largest plains on the island have long served as a way to honor the gods. It was Merlin himself, one of the legendary archdruids, who helped people dig the sprawling web of ditches packed with chalk, white limestone, creating holy signs visible only from above. The plains used to be a holy place, but now reverberated with the sounds of frightened animals and lamenting people. Survivors have western edge of Babylon flee across the plains, heading to Farshire, Canuk, and Camelot. Post the refugees, search the plain, or leave. I will go and post the refugees. Verse 4. Your travels are frightened and tired of running. Children cry, huddled together on top of overloaded carts. Women and men are solemn, expressionless. You recognize tartans and the signs of several western farmholds. Land's End, Sparrow Point, Dungale, places now fallen to oblivion. If you don't have part 2 of the Strange Encounter status, go to verse 5. Otherwise, the exploration ends. Okay? A woman approaches you with 2 little girls clinging to her dress. Brithely, tell us, is there any safe place? Where should we go? Other cars stop and someone's eyes suddenly fix on you. You must think before you answer. Tell them to head for Farshire. After all, it has survived on the edge of the wilderness for many centuries. Go to verse 7. That's what I'm going to do, because that's the only one that's available right now. Canuck is still available. Canuck. Maybe I'll do. Tell them to head to Canuck. His men here should still offer some protection. Yeah. So go to verse 3. That's what I'm going to do. You guide them and they nod, desperately for any advice. Soon they head into the chosen direction. Other groups fall behind. You feel your throat clenching. Did you make the right call? If there are currently no active men here in Canuck, each party gains 1 terror. Oh, no, okay. Gain part 2 of the Strange Encounter status. Okay, so Strange Encounter status. Strange Encounters. Part 2. Okay. I got it. Alright. Exploration ends. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search the plane. So 4. Okay. It says verse 6. If you have part 4, you don't have part 5 because it's go to. Otherwise, read on. You wander between the chalk lines of sacred symbols, lost like an ant on a giant tapestry. After a while, you feel revived, as if some strange power seeps from under the ground. Invigorated, you walk on until you discover a small mound that instantly draws your attention, breaking the perfect line of the horizon. You approach the mound. A fresh grave. Strips of fabric flap on a wooden symbol of All Mother. A broken sword lies half buried in the dirt. The grave is crude as if it dug in a hurry. Tracks head northeast from there. New task. Follow the tracks to find out what happens to the rest of the group. So basically, northeast tracks lead northeast of Stampede. Stampede. Okay. All right. Okay. Each party with 2 or less magic gains 1 magic. I have enough. If you have part 1 of the Fate of Expedition status, or part 1 of the Dreams and Prophecy status, or if you're playing Bjor, or he's in your party, go to verse 8. Okay. Oh boy. You immediately recognize the family crest of Lord Vane on the fabric and the sword's pommel. You feel a sudden sting of dread. So his quest ended here, on the sacred plains, far from any landmark. What was he doing here? What happened to the rest of the party? That might be only one way to find out. And you wonder whether you have the guts to try it. If you're a maggot and don't have part 4 of the final lesson status, go to verse 2. If not, choose one. Choose. I don't have it. But he may predict something there to help me. So part 2, I'll do that. So go to, alright. So now I have to go. I'm going to put these things in. And this is going to tell me what I need. I got, let's see. It's 2. Six. Let's say 2, 6, 4. Okay. 2, 6, 4. Let's see. Okay. Your grim work is finally done. The mortal remains of Lord Vane lie before you, caked in mud and reeking of blood. Just one glance is enough to know a human didn't slay the Lord of Connaught. His armor is so dented, it proves impossible to move it from his body. His left arm is gone as it ripped away by a terrible force. His massive great helm is caved in. You shudder to think about what's under it. Only after a moment, you notice a strange shiny talisman clutched in Yvain's hand and decide to keep it for closer investigation. Each party who has at least 1 empathy gains 1 terror. Each character gains 2 experience. Alright. Gains part 6 of the Fate of Expedition status. Okay, got it. Part 2 of the Pillager. Okay. Alright, and a shiny talisman secret card 22. Alright, so I'm going to go out here. 22. Okay. If you have at least 1 point of caution, go to verse 301 in the Book of Secrets, otherwise exploration ends. 301. Okay. I do. So 301. So. carefully inspect the remains and concluded that Yaim died no longer than a week ago. Under his feet, you discover some small trinkets that look like burial parting gifts. A set of glass prayer beads, a bracelet made of boar fangs, and one razor-sharp steel dagger. It seems at least 3 members of the expedition outlived Duvain and buried him. You might still be able to catch up with them. Each party gains 1 experience point. Right. If your caution is at least 2, no, it's not, and practicality is 1. Go to verse 174 in the Book of Secrets, otherwise expiration ends. Okay, so I don't have that. Okay, ends. Alright. Wow. So, 118. So, alright. Okay, verse 6. Something. Okay. So now this time we go northeast. Alright. So okay. So I still have 2 energy left. So let's see. So we can go here, 1. And then I can go Canuck. So that's 1. And then I'm going to have to move 1 more space though. So I can move here. And that'll be my next turn. I'm done. Okay. So that's my end of my turn. Now I'm going to basically rest. So I get 4 left. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I get to, this just goes down to 0. This goes back to 6. Alright, and then I do a dream on 101. In the arrested dream, a pale lady rises from the water, her eyes milky and skin spoiled for rot. She whispers something in your ear. Her breath smells of sea salt, kelp, and rotting fish. You barely remember the words. There was something about 3 enigmas, 1 hidden under the Isle of the Dead, 1 clutched in the grass with burned hands and arms, and 1 buried in a mist-covered mound. But what could it mean? Hint. The dream refers to 3 out of the 8 locations surrounding Canuck. It's possible some of them are not yet revealed. Okay, so that's basically it. Alright, so we're on our next day. Alright, so we're on our next day, start of the day. So we don't have any expired men here yet, so we're good. So we're going to reduce our dial, so we're down to 4 now, so we got still time. And then we reveal our next bank card. Okay. Good weather. Your first travel today costs 1 less. Awesome. Experienced journeyman know how to make the most of decent weather while it lasts. That's for sure. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to chores for the townsfolk are going to help. So I'm going to use 1 energy, and I'm cleaning at 1 rep. So now I have 3 reputation. Okay, then I'm going to move up to Hunter's Grove. Okay. And so I will take 1 energy, move up there. And because I did that, I can put in 113 because the Ben here is there. The 113 comes back. Oh, I already had 113. Let's see, 113. 113 is Mirror Lake. That's pretty cool. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Oh. Yeah, that was gonna be difficult to do. I just remembered. So geez, I can't go any farther. I don't think there's any other place. Because 101, I still need. I need the shaper tools, and I can't get. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I have 2 left. Let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna stay there and go gather food, so that gives me our last 2. And I'll grab a green card. Well, before I do that, I get 2 food. I'm at 6. I'll take all these out again. I'm at 6. Okay. Then I grab a green card. Royal Elk. I need 6. Strong as bull and antlers that will pierce a steel plate. Fast. So fast means players can play a maximum 2 combat cards per activation. Maximum. Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we can play 2 cards per turn. 1, 2, 3. Again, okay. Cool. Alright. Let's see what I do first. So I can get 2. This one's good. Alright, so I will place this card first. So I get a total of 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 bricks. Okay. And that's instantaneous, so I have to do that before I do the card. So I have to toss. Hopefully I get a Crayo. Give me 2 more. And I did. I get 2 more bricks. Alright, I think I got him. Then I'm going to do my final blow. So I got a total of, oh, you get a card. First, I'm going to grab that. And I get 3 more. So boom, done. So I get 2 food. I'm at 8. And these guys. Go to the bottom. I didn't get anyways. I'm doing pretty good. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards. Alright. Oh, and I still get to move. Oh wait, I got to move one, so I should have one left. Yeah, because I used that. I had that one move. I guess I can move here. So I gain one energy. Okay, so I moved there, so I gain one energy. One wound. I don't need this. Fine. Okay. Okay. And okay. I still have one left. I can move again. I just I can move here. I'll move one more. Okay, so I can see here. And I don't have any dreams, so I'm fine. So I bring this, I pay one food, and I just increase my guys up to 6. Okay, and then we go next day. So this goes down to 3. And how much do I need for that one? 111. I need 2 energy, 1 food, and 2 magic. I got it. Okay. So, and then that one I need 6. I need 1 energy, 1 food, well, 2 wealth, and 1 food. I can do that. Okay. So, I'm going to move 1 over here. The first thing I'm going to do is going to do the men here. So I have to pay 2 energy. So I moved 1. Oh wait, before I do that though, I did my thing. I need to do my event card first. Sorry about that. Good weather. First travel today costs 1 less. Oh, cool. So I don't have to use energy, so I'll go here. So I will do the men here. So I get 2 energy. So that's going to be 1, 2. 1 food. 1 food. 2 magic. 2 magic. Okay, and that's, well, I think he wants this. Oh, so 6. So it sets to 6. Make sure I write that down. Sets to 6. Okay. So then I'll take this one, and this gets set to 6. Okay. Alright, boom. Alright, so I'm going to move these down. So, okay. Alright. So I can put in 131 for now. 131. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I got 6 left. So let me see, I got 2 more left. So I move and I can do a draw counter, maybe explore once. And that'll be my turn. Okay, so I'll move 1. Boom. Alright, and so that's 1. Then I get a blue card. Alright. Oh, wow. Breath of weirdness. Always twist toward the sky. Houses bend in impossible angles. Weirdness is here. Navigate the anomaly. Roll a die and end the spirituality. If the result is lower than 4, fail the encounter. I don't understand what this. Oh, okay. This is avoid unnecessary attention. Roll a die and add your caution. If the result is lower than 3, fail the encounter. So I got it. Okay, so I need to roll dice, but it has to be more than 3. I got 1, 3. Okay. All right. Reward 2 magic. All right. I need 2 oh, I got my magic back. Cool. All right. So this goes on the bottom. That's different. All right. All right. Then I can explore that if I want, and I will. So Timberwall, that's 131. Yeah. 131. Oh, big one. Okay. With his back resting against the safety of an impassable forge relic fortification, Timberwall climbs so high it's visible from miles away. The people of this city resemble their home, opportunistic, proud, and clinging to any advantage they can wrestle in the brutal world. If you have part 2 of the Lost and Fallen stats, remove this location card from the game and replace it with location 137. Then explore this new location. Otherwise, if you have part 3 or 4 of the Lost Fallen status, go to verse 20. If you don't, go to verse 1. Alright. Right now, Timberwall citizens seem to be out of luck. As you approach, you notice the drawbridge is closed. The tents of an enemy army surround the wall. Getting into the city won't be easy. As you ponder, a group of vicious-looking mercenaries comes out to meet you. Move your character to the lowest numbered revealed location connected to Timberwall. Exploration ends, or face them. Oh my god. Well, I would have to go. I have to go down. No, I'll try. So I'll go to verse 21. I'll see. I'm probably really sorry about this, but I need to see what's going on. So, 21. I think I know which one this is. I remember from last time. Alright. So, the group of warriors led by a long-bearded mercenary captain stands in your way. That's far enough. I'd stop if I were you, unless your fancy being screwed by a spear. Who are you and what are you looking for? Ask them to let you go in the city. Ask them to go take you to the leader. Ask them to explain what's going on, or leave. Move your character to the lowest number of real. Um, Verse 4. I don't really have something that's going on. Go to verse the leader. No, I'll go to 6. Yeah, let's see. Alright. Lord Madrid, I am at loss as to why you would willingly seek him. But if you're that insane, he's not here. He has no taste for camp smells and long sieges, nor the companionship of folks such as us. No, he returned to Crow's Nest a fortnight ago. Go there if you truly seek him. Okay, so write that down. So Lord Madrid. He's at where? Crow's Nest. Okay. Alright, so I'm there, so I should be getting 132 also, so I put that down. So let's go here. Okay. Alright, so I'm returning. Host number reveal location connected to 10. So that's going to be 12. This is 1 to 11. So right here. Right here. Okay. Then. Okay. That is my turn. Alright. Alright. So the end of my turn. So we're going to the end of the day again. Well, so I don't know what I'm going to do here. I need to build this guy. I need to do this guy right here. So, alright, so I'm going to first of all eat. I'll take one food. And I'll move this up to 6. Okay. Right. And then I don't think I'll dream here. No, no dreaming on the wall. Okay, so then we go next day. So then this guy goes to 5. This guy is going to 2. Okay. Let's see. And another one. Okay, so how I got total of 4 experiments. Right, from one of the tribute pairs, so that'd be, I would have to have empathy though. That'd be 3. 3 would be 6. 2 experiments draw 3 combat runs. If someone gets 2 cards, when you put advance and pull, choose one, put the rest and shuffle the board. Alright. Just like in my experience, but the thing is, if I want to update one of my third point, I have to have 6. I only got 4 right now, so I could update my courage or my. No, I couldn't. That's 3. So that's 3 also. That's 3 also. So all them are 3. Yeah, so all of them are gonna be 6. So it doesn't matter right now for me. I could add some more combat cards, but that's 2. But not really interested in that right now. So yeah, so it didn't really matter. But I did that. I have to do my red card I have to do first. So the Howling Gale, when resting, gain no wound and lose no terror, excuse me. Hellish wailing and moaning won't let anyone rest asleep. Okay. Alright, so these, let me see. So I'm gonna move 1 space, and that's 1. And then I'm going to explore number 12, because I haven't explored there yet. I don't think so. I haven't done that. 112. Let's see what we got there. Alright. If you have the wind awareness status, go to verse 4, otherwise read on. I do not. You can smell the battlefield long before you are able to see it. 3 great armies clashed here. But you can't tell when or why, or even who won. Maybe the druids wandering about the battle can shed some light. While simple warriors are left with the crows, someone is getting preferential treatment. You see a large funeral procession in the distance gathered by a lone pair. Let's see. Visit the funeral. Let me do that. I'm going to visit the funeral. Here's verse 7. Curious. As you approach the pyre, you hear from other mourners it is Bors himself, who's on top of it, a real knight of the Round Table. He fought for Timberwall in this battle, fallen slain by Modred, who led Crow's Nest forces. Soon you can find yourself among nobles and wealthy landowners gathered next to the pyre. As custom dictates, everyone should give the party something of value. Make your offering. Set aside any amount of wealth and items. Refuse to make an offering, or slide back unnoticed requires 2 caution. Let's see. Alright, I'll take 1 wealth and give 1 wealth. And go to verse 3. At 1 point of each wealth you offer, +1 for each craftable item, or +2 for any other item. Discard your offerings and check the result below. So I just roll a dice and +1. So 5. 5. Generosity is stunning. People take you for one of the knights in disguise. Each party member gains 3 reputation. Oh my god. Are you serious? Now I got 6. Alright. Alright. Go to verse 5. Ooh. Now I get something. We'll probably look at secrets here. See what we got. We got that's 1. Okay, 1, 1 something. 1, 1. Looks like 7. So 1, 1, 7. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. The pyre is set alight. The mourners stand in silence. for a long while. Then the master of ceremonies directs them to nearby tents for a traditional funeral meal, accompanied by stories about the deceased. You listen to the minstrels singing sadly about the exploits of Boris, and you can't help but notice they mostly describe the actions of the previous Borises. While the first to carry his name fought for dwellers, worms, giants, and helped forge an empire, the last died on the muddy battlefield of a pitiful local feud. You realize the order of the Round Table must rise again, or fall into oblivion. Gain part 2 of Fall of Chivalry. Alright, so 2. And part 2 of Restoring Order. Okay. Got it. Gain the Gold Pyre status. Gold Pyre. Okay. Alright. Then decide how to want to use your time during the feast. Choose one of the following. Stuff yourself with fine cuisine, gain 2 food, good party member to expiration is, or discuss politics. I will discuss politics. I got enough food. So you hear a lot about the destructive conflict between Timberwall, Farshire, and Crow's Nest. It all started with Lady Kincaid, the widow queen of Farshire, reached out to Olton, the richest and most influential of Timberwall's merchants, with the offer of marriage. Olton didn't think long. Farshire had fallen from its former glory, and Lady Kincaid's coffers were full of air and cobwebs. But with her as a wife, he would unite the 2 largest cities of the island under one rule. The wedding happened soon after in Farshire. Not as familiar with the old ways of people of the South, poor fool Olton didn't know the rite was a hand fasting, and 1 year marriage not performed in centuries. Over the next 12 months, Lady Kincaid built up Farshire's army and fortifications using the wealth of her husband. After years passed, she banished him. Soon after, Farshire's army laid siege to Timberwall. Olton was furious. He used the remainder of the wealth to convince the rulers of Crow's Nest to help him. The children of Morrigan broke the siege, and a bloody 3-way battle raged in the nearby glen. Lady Kincaid retreated, not willing to risk her army. The children of Morrigan requested the rest of their payment, which Olton could cover without the loot from Lady Kincaid's camp. Now Crow's Nest forces besieged Timberwall. Long ago, the Druids and Knights of Camelot ensured this sort of war impossible, but with their power waning, the conflict won't end until one side destroys the others. Gain part 1 of the War of Avalon status. Okay. Alright, if you don't have it yet, each party gains 1 experience point. Expiration ends. Wow, now you got 5. Alright, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Alright, explored there. What else am I doing? There's more stuff here. Let's see. It's 112 again. Let's go back to 112. Okay. Okay. I'm going to move 1 more, and I'm going to talk to the Druids first, too. If your maggot or if your spirituality is 2 or higher, go to verse 6. Otherwise, go to verse 8. Okay? Verse 8. Druids say they are performing a special funeral rite so that the spirits of the dead won't rise to trouble the living. You watch for a while and then move on. Go back to the start of this location and make another choice. I need to advance this way. So I need to get, I need to increase increase my spirituality. Increase spirituality. Okay. And that's a 112. 112, okay. Alright, so I still got 2 left. So I will go and question the survivors. Go to verse 1. Ever since men started to dim and awareness once again arose upon the land of men, 3 of the largest human settlements were at one another's throats. Safe land is increasingly precious, and there's not enough food to feed all the refugees coming from the farmholds, claimed by the wilderness. In times like these, war follows quickly. This conflict will not make the wilderness recede, nor will it restore the menhirs. It needs to stop. Talking to some of the survivors, discovered the champions of Connaught took part in the fighting. They were seen as part of the mercenary force that headed to Timberwall. Gained part 1 of the War Avalon status. So they went to Timberwall. Okay. I got it already. New task. Requires chapters 2 through 3. Maybe you should abandon your search for the expedition and focus on bringing peace to the island instead. Alright, so otherwise, abandon research. 116, 131, and 160. Okay. Alright, so that's another task. Okay, so far side to, so where's 160 though? I don't know where that's at. I can find it. Alright, see, wait a minute, I got one more left. Let's see. So, I'll go 106. I can go far shot next turn. Okay, so that's 1. Alright, so then I pay a goal, I pay a food, so I got 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I bring this back up to 6. Doing so pretty good so far. I have a dream, and that's in 106, right? So 106 I have to go back to. No dreams in this place. Okay, no dreams in this place. Okay, that's fine. No dreams. Alright, and this is our next day. So then we're going to bring this down to from 2 to 1. Every timing. And oh no, what do I need for that? 106. I need 1 wealth. 2 wealth. Oh shoot. Okay. So I will probably do that this turn. I just need 1 wealth. I think I have everything I need. Yeah, so okay, okay, so I'm moving this down too. Yeah, this goes down to 4. Okay. And Then we do a event. Heavy rainfall. Each travel costs 1 additional move. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 energy, and I will gain 1 terror, and okay, and I gain wealth. Okay. Alright. And roll a dice. Hopefully I don't get a 6. 2. Okay, good. Alright, so then I'm going to bring this Menhair back up. So he's going to be, I need 1 energy. I have 1 energy. 1 wound. 1 wound. 2 wealth. Got 2 wealth. Okay. And 1 food. 1 food. Okay, then this goes back to 8. Alright, and this one goes to 8, so 2 8. Okay. Alright, and I have 1 move left, but that's not, I can't use it because I can explore the area 106 if I want. See if there's anything else I want to do. Let me verify. 106. Stick to the places. Okay. Let's see. Oh, if you have the wind's awareness status, I thought I did. I know. New location, kind of play and place. I don't even know that. I want a deep mood, chat with the miners. Go to verse 2. Go to verse 2. You stop and listen to a minor tale. You say, oh wait, did I do this already? You don't have any, each part of another gaining experience and gains part 2. Let's see, you have the burning mystery. Have the burning mystery? Oh no, I don't have it. Okay. So, former apprentice once met a pale and sad girl between the mountains, and she ran from him without a single word. Over the following weeks, he kept slipping away from his work to wander between the mountains, looking for her. He saw her two more times, but never managed to catch on. Finally, one day, he noticed the girl running into the open 4-dweller mound. He followed her. The place was dark and teeming with strange powers. The apprenticeship kept pushing onwards, even as the voices taunted him and laughed. Finally, after hours of fruitless search, he emerged from the exit, only to discover his body and posture has changed. He was now a young, pale girl. Before she was able to overcome the shock of this discovery, a gruff foreman's apprenticeship spotted her. Shocked and ashamed, she ran away and wandered the mountains for days until she found an open tomb again. This time, there was an empty coffin inside. The girl was so tired, she laid in it and fell asleep. She woke up in a comfortable bed as a 6-year-old boy who still shuddered from the intensity of his dream. The dream never left his mind and finally pushed him to leave his village at the age of 15 and sign up as a foreman apprenticeship in the mountains. The man who tells you this story has sunken sad eyes, full of fear and yearning. You would thank him for his time and discreetly move away. If you don't have part 2 of the burning mystery, or I did not, I get a experience. Boom. Alright. And gain part 2 of burning mystery status. Good. So that brings it in. Okay, so start of the day. So we're gonna move this. This one goes to 3. Boom. This one goes to 7. Boom. Okay. And then we do another event. It says you press on with your search, but something feels off. You keep looking over your shoulder, unable to shake the feeling that you're attracted the attention of something sinister. Gain a part of the something of watching. Watching status. Okay. The quest is starting to track attention. Various actions may add further marks to this status. If at any point you have all 4 marks, find and resolve special events C immediately. Put this card back on top of the deck and place 7 random events on top of the event. That's 6 events because, okay. So 6 events go on top of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. Alright. Boom. Okay. That's the event. No guardians, thank God. Got my items. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so my turn. Shoot. So I need for that min here to stay. I need, which one is that again? This is 111. Keep forgetting. It's really hard to remember. 2 energy, 1 food, and 2 magic. So I'm good. So I got 2 more turns left. Pretty close to 2 turns, so I got a chance. So I'm gonna go to Faux Shot. Go over here. That's 1 move. Oh yeah, I have to bring this up again. Sorry. This goes down. This goes up. And then I go move and okay, and I'm going to 116, but before I do that, I have to do a blue card. So I'll do that. Calm before the storm. Nothing happens. Oh, great. Another one. Good. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go and explore 116 again. Alright. Maybe I can do something about convincing him not to battle. We'll see here in a second. 116. Okay. Let's see. No. All right. Alright, so I'm moving the long haul again. Alright, so it says if you don't have part 1 of the enemies of Avalon, I don't. And you're playing chapter 2 and 3, go to verse 17. Okay, I thought I did that already, but we'll go back there again. Alright. I should have done that already. Why didn't I do that first? Okay, let's do it. This way. You see a long hall at the top of the town, but the streets are so narrow and twisting that getting there is far from easy. You ask the locals to show you the way, but they are suspicious and hostile. Lady Kincaid seems to be popular. Oh, I read this already. Despite the Belbuds, she is said to have cause in the north. Up until recently, the current ruler of Farshad stayed in the shadows of her husband as a duty riot with no taste for politics. Then Lord Kincaid was summoned to Camelot with their only son and asked to help the Round Table bring the rule of law to the Castle Borough. They were both killed during the revolt against the knights. A lesser woman would have broken, but Lady Kincaid vowed on her soul that she would never let anything as this sort of happened to her family again. She became the most ruthless and pregnant ruler Farshad has ever had. Okay, more of Evelyn. Yes, I do. So ask if you can be of service. Only if you have part 1 and don't have part 2 of War of Avalon status. Avalon requires a firm hand to save it, and she looks like she could be up to the task. Go to the first 7. Okay, so I'm going to do that. We already did the first one. Alright, verse 7. With everything that recently happened to the north, Lady Kincaid is looking for someone to fill a nearly impossible task. If you came here from Connaught on your own, you might be just the person I'm looking for, he says, while her 3 daughters judge you silently, as you know. Continues Lady Kincaid. None of the Feathams were able to gain the upper hand in the recent battle, but I have a plan. The people of the Crow's Nest might help me capture Timberwall, but convincing them will require some special effort. Bring me the head of Morrigan, their most sacred relic, hidden in their underground temple. This will force them to negotiate. Klein, you don't see why you would support her plans for domination. Besides, who knows what Timberwall and Crow's Nest have to offer. Exploration Nest, except requires the consent of all players. This may include your current chapter. The war must end if the people of the island are to survive. Besides, King Kincaid would undoubtedly help equip you for the journey. Go to. Alright, so I'm not the only person. So, we will do that. So, let's see here. So, I got 1. Uno. And it's going to be. So 112. Looks like. Yep. 112. Alright, so go to the Book of Secrets, and another 112. Alright. You choose an ally in the War of Avalon and complete your current chapter. Gain part 2 of the War of Avalon status. Okay, War of Avalon status. Each party member gains 1 experience and 1 wealth. 1 experience and 1 wealth. Okay? If you are not playing Chapter 3B, discard all your event cards, including active quests. In any save game, or draw a Chapter 3B setup card and follow instructions. And follow its instructions to begin the next chapter. Exploration ends. Cool. So we did Chapter 2. So now we're going to be playing Chapter 3B. Okay, it'll be our next one. Okay. Alright, so first thing I do is look at my stuff. So I have a total of 6 experience. The first thing I want to do is upgrade. What do I want to do? This one. And each one of these is 3, so I think I'm going to go empathy, so I'm going to change my thing to 1. Okay, and then I get, and I have still 1 experience left. At least can go. So, I have 1 experience, 3 magic. Yeah, I still got 3 magic. 6 reputation. Oh, wait a minute. I got 1 wealth. What am I doing here? Let's see. 1 wealth. And 3 food. Okay. Okay. 111. Let's see. 106. Change this. And this is at 107 and 106 and 112. Is at 3. Okay. And all right. So I think, and then my energy was at 5. Nine. And 0. In location, I'm at 116. Throw that out of there. Okay. All right. I think that's it. All right. Good. Cool. Well, everyone, we accomplished it. I can't believe it. Last time I played this was my nephew's. It was a totally different story, okay? I wanted to make sure I point that out because this one was totally different than the chapter 2 that I played with my nephews. My nephews, we had a real bad battle with this guy, this crazy guy who's insanely strong. And I basically got through without getting hurt. So this is insane. This is like a totally different way, a story that and I think that would happen to anybody. So I just want to make sure this replayability is pretty good on this game. Next time we do Tainted Grail, it will be Chapter 3, Bravo, looks like. That's where we're tying out to go. So, so far, we aligned with, looks like with Farshire, with the lady, and we'll see what goes from there. Wow, this is crazy. I was really surprised we finished because it took us a long time to get finished with this chapter, but we did it. We did it. So the next video will be viticulture. It'll be the basic game of viticulture. I'm going to be doing a solo variant with that because it's from Stonemaier Games. They have a great Ultima system that they use for Wingspan and also for viticulture and also for Scythe. So that will be our next game. I have to look to see what the next campaign game is going to be. I'm really waiting for some funds to get my new computer so I can start doing the app games again because it takes a lot of memory. And I want to get back into those games, especially Legend of Dark and Mansion Madness, and also with my new game Forgotten Waters. And we will be doing also Role Play Adventure very soon. I know you guys haven't played it again, but it's a great story. I went through the whole thing with my nephew. We will start a new adventure. It's going to be totally different. And we'll be role-playing using Role Player to make my character. So it's going to be random. Can't wait to do it. And then next November, we're getting the new story from them. That's 1,000 years before the story that we're going to be doing. So I can't wait to share that with you. It's really awesome. If you guys haven't experienced it, it's a great game. I love the mechanisms on it. I love the cards that keep the story and certain characters intertwined and all that stuff. It's awesome. So I hope you like it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button so you get know when I'm going to be posting more videos. Any comments, suggestions, game suggestions, things that you want to see on my channel, please put those down. I will look and see what I have available after loading another game right now before this one, and I will look at see if I have any comments at all on my channel, but we'll do that right away. But otherwise, after I finish downloading this other game that I'm doing. But otherwise, thank you guys for supporting me, the people that are subscribed, and anyone who does come watch my channel, I really appreciate it. I really do. I love board games, and I'm trying to get more used to doing it, get more relaxed. I don't have the major funds like all game night and all those people that do have all those funds to have all those cameras and so forth yet. But I enjoy doing this, and the best I can. I try to video it the best I can with my HD camera and show you the mechanisms. And I'm hoping you guys like it. You know, if there's something you would like to see more of, or the way I present it, if you would like to see the setup more distinct, anything that you guys need, those comments will help me out with that, and I will try to improve the videos that you guys request. So again, thank you, and I will see you on Viticulture next. Take care, guys.